Ghost of Kick. My name is Monica, and I love to stay up late with my friends on Kick. If you don't know what Kick is, it's an app where you can text your friends using Wi-Fi. So, one rainy afternoon, I was talking to my friends, and this guy I don't even know kept kicking me. So, of course, I ignored it, because, stranger danger. But finally, after the 1,000th message, I looked. Only it said that the contact did not exist. When it said that the contact didn't exist, I was puzzled and decided to ignore it. I decided to put my phone on its charging stand, and time for me to sleep. It's 3 a.m. I just woke up because my phone keeps making the ringtone to when someone kicks you. It was the same person, so I was actually scared. So I got up and decided to put my phone to charge in the kitchen. Little did I know that one move would change my life forever. When I got back to my bed and laid down, I heard a scream outside. Thinking it was just an animal, I went back to sleep. I just ate my breakfast, and I remembered what I heard at 3 in the morning. It sounded like something was screaming, so I decided to go outside and check. There was nothing there, and I thought to myself, must have been a lack of sleep. And then I wandered back into my room and grabbed my phone, and noticed I had 30 unread Kick messages. I slowly checked the messages. Of course, they were from the same person, but one of the messages caught my eyes. It said,
"Looking beautiful while you sleep. I wish I could just look at it forever."
I gagged and thought back to the scream. Forever? He was going to kill me. I shrugged it off, thinking just another empty threat. I started to walk to school when I got the sudden feeling that I was being followed. I turned around and saw nothing but a shadow, so I kept walking. When I got to the school, I walked in and it was empty, dark, and smelly. I looked around and found the light switch. I turned on the lights and saw the bloody, rotting corpses of my schoolmates and teachers. I screamed, horrified, and turned around to run. As I started to run, I bumped into a tall man with a giant trench coat on. I slowly backed up, holding back tears.
"Ah, my little Monica,"
he said.
"Oh, watching you grow was fun, but you have reached the end of the road."
I freely let the tears pour and struggled to find words. What does he mean, watching you grow up? Has he been watching me? I then thought back to the death of my birth parents. Had he been the one to kill them? How long has he been watching me? I slowly reached for my pocket as the Kick ringtone rang. I looked and saw it was the same person. The Kick message said,
"Goodbye, little Monica."
I screamed and started to run away from the man. The man started to chase me while yelling.
"Running does no good, Monica."
I started to run faster and I cried. I slowed down when I saw a herd of people come out of the forest. Every single one of them had loaded guns, all pointing at me. The big man laughed and slowly walked over to me.
"I told you, running does no good."
I cried harder as I looked at the circle. I recognized the people. Those were the bodies on the ground in the school. I looked up as the sun seemed to disappear, much like it was to say, "You're on your own." I reached into my back pocket and pulled out my phone. I went to the message page from the unknown man. I started to type the one thing I have wanted to say for a while. I typed, "I don't know what your problem is, but I do know one thing. You are not real." With that, everything started to fade after I pressed send. I woke up in a big purple decorated room. I had thousands of sweat beads dripping down my face and tears pouring out my eyes. I got up and ran out of the room. This is my birth home. I ran to the master bedroom and looked at the bed. I saw 2 softly sleeping figures in the bed. I ran to the bathroom and looked in the mirror just to check if I was the same age. I was, and I cheered. My parents ran into the bathroom asking if I was all right. I replied saying I am fine and smiled. Don't worry, guys, everything is all right, I said. My parents smiled and both pulled me into a group hug. I smiled and let out a relieved breath. This is life, the way it was meant to be.